Whew, man, this time around, the event clans really do feel like they're being leveled up in power, and you know, they're kind of undoing the mistakes of the past and making these clans a bit too sleeper. This time around, it actually feels kind of legit. So, we have today Tachikaze. So, Tachikaze has a new archetype that is released, which is Ancient Dragons, and this of course came out in the Break Ride era, got further support in Legion, where it became even better, and actually had a bit of like roguelike viability, which I think will be even better in Zero. But we have a lot to talk about here because this is a clan we haven't covered before. So Tachikaze functions kind of like Shadow Paladin. They eat their own rears in order to get stronger or do certain effects. In Ancient Dragon's case, it gets stronger, it draws cards, and it also calls new units. That's kind of the play thing here. So, starting with the starter, we have the Baby Rex. Baby Rex says when he is retired during your turn, you may count +1 to call a Tyranno Legend. Tyranno Legend is this grade 3, who says he has 2 Vanguard Circle skills, so when you call him, he's just an 11k beater. So we'll get to him a bit later. Then, let's take a look at our Break Ride. This is the Spinal Driver. So, on Break 4, when you Break Ride on top of him, for that turn your Vanguard gains +10k and +1 critical, and furthermore, you can retire 2 of your rear guards, and then for each rear guard retired, you draw a card. So of course, you have to set up your field beforehand in order to actually use this effect. You still get the 10k and +1 crit, even if you don't have rears. In the TCG, if you had no rears to retire, you actually could not get this power and crit. That was a ruling. Luckily in Zero, they changed that to what it should normally be. So getting extra crit on your Break Ride is pretty good. It's like Ashley, it's like Tachikaze, and it's free. And being able to retire rears to draw rears, it sounds like it's a break even, but we have rears that do stuff like Baby Rex from being retired, so it's actually usually a plus. Anyway, then we have the Tyranno Legend that we mentioned. So his skill is Limit Break 4. When he attacks the Vanguard, you may retire 3 of your rear guards. If you do, he gains +10k and a crit. So that's a 3 crit attack. If you Break Ride, it's like a Salome on Ashley. And then on top of that, you draw 1 card and you call a Baby Rex. So you call the starter, which means that you will then later on be able to retire it again to call a Tyranno Legend and just keep making multi-attacks, which is a pretty cool play because you can basically swing with a column that has Baby Rex in it, then swing with another column, retiring the Baby Rex, calling over that, you know, calling yourself a new grade 1, and then, calling yourself a new Tyranno Legend that can then swing again, and that is very, very cool. So yeah. That's Tyranno Legend. His second skill is +2 to gain 5k. Sadly, I only pulled 3 of these and 2 of these, so I have to craft my last Spino Driver and my 3rd Tyranno Legend, so I do not have 4, unfortunately. If you have a 4th one, cut this Giga Rex. This is just here because it gains 1k every time you retire rear guard, and I guess sometimes you retire a lot of rear guards, so I had to make do in some kind of way. The 3rd Ancient Dragon, grade 3, is the Gyoru Katops. Oh no, it's Volukatops. Yeah, Volukatops. So Volcatops. Limit Break 4, Vanguard Circle, once per turn. You may count +1 and retire an Ancient Dragon rearguard. For that turn, 2 of your rearguards get +5k power. This is actually pretty good. Distributing power along your field is actually really strong. This allows you to give 5k to a Baby Rex, let it swing for 10k on its own, and then use something else to retire it in the battle phase, such as a 2nd skill, and then being able to call a Tyranno Legend after that to actually spawn a 4th attack, which is super strong. And then his 2nd skill allows for that. It says Vanguard Circle when he attacks the Vanguard, you may retire 1 rear guard for him to gain 5k for that battle. So, like I said, you can give your Baby Rex 5k, it swings for 10 into a rear, then you pop him and set up a Tyranno Legend on the rearguard circle that then is boosted by something that also maybe got 5k, and there you go, swinging for big numbers. This card is really, really good, potentially even outshining this in some cases. So yeah, I have it as a heal because it's not our main grade 3 ride, but still a really, really good card. Then to finish off, I have 1 Dark Rex. This isn't an Ancient Dragon, but it has the ability to potentially re-ride from your bind zone. So it has a Limit Break skill in the bind zone. When your grade 3 Vanguard attack at the end of the battle, if the attack did not hit, you may retire 3 rear guards, ride this card from your bind zone, and draw 2. So of course, this is a nice way to just like get an extra way to just like push out an attack if it didn't hit. So on 5 damage, if you have this 1 copy or 2 copies or however many copies you're playing, I only own 1 copy, then you can of course do the combo to just re-ride in the battle phase, which is very, very strong. And yeah, that's grade 3s. In grade 2s, we're playing 4 grade, oh my god, 4 grade 2 10k vanillas. There's too many numbers in one sentence. You know, because 10k vanillas are good and it's also an Ancient Dragon. Then, this card is a big MVP, which is the Dino Dino Cloud. So when he attacks Vanguard Rearguard Circle, you may retire one of your other Ancient Dragon Rearguards for him to gain 5k for that battle. Therefore, this will proc the Baby Rex, calling you a new card to attack with. So of course, it's very good. 14k attacker, 21 when boosted by 7k, and all our grade 1s outside of PGs are 7k. Then I'm finishing up my grade 2 slots with one non-Ancient Dragon, but it is a countercharger, so literally just Curse Lancer. And then I'm also playing 12k attackers. I personally like running the 12k attackers because that way you can just like swing into things unboosted and be able to like save the boosters for things that you might call out later. So for example, like swing with this unboosted, and then in a different column you'd be able to retire your Baby Rex and then call on top of him the Tyranno Legend, and the booster is still active, so you can still swing in with that over defensives and stuff like that. So I like the 12k attackers because they allow for that, and the 10k attackers obviously help with that too. For grade 1s, we have 2 of the 10k attacker when you have an Ancient Dragon Vanguard. Then we have 3 of the Gatling Arrow, I think. When he attacks, you may retire one of your other Ancient Dragon Rearguards to gain 5k. So same as the grade 2, it's just there to proc Baby Rex as well as proc Iguanagorg. So Iguanagorg is one of the backbones of Ancient Dragons. His skill is during your turn, when he's retired, if your Vanguard is an Ancient Dragon, you make it almost 1 and call this card back from the drop zone onto the rearguard circle. So this is a really good ability because just like Baby Rex, you can just like replace a unit, and when you push your opponent to 5, you're able to just like do so many multi-attacks, because when you're going in with something like a Tyranno Legend that, you know, retires something in the battle phase, or like with this that retires in the battle phase, you can proc your Iguanagorgs, you can pop your Baby Rexes to make new columns, like full new columns, and basically just like make like a 4th or a 5th attack if you have enough counterballs for it. So this deck actually can do a lot of stuff, but you have to push your opponent a fair bit, and it doesn't plus much. Therefore, we have to play 9 draws still, unfortunately, and we are playing the new PGs because they are Ancient Dragons. So yeah, that basically explains the deck. I think it took quite a while to explain that because there's a lot of stuff to explain with a clan we haven't covered before. But yeah, let's see how we do with the dinos. I am not well versed in Tachikaze. So if I do misplays, I apologize in advance. I have been playtesting this deck a little bit here and there, but it has definitely felt a bit more complicated to get my head around on the plays, and so I'll do my best to not misplay and, you know, optimally do the multi-attack combos, but no promises. Alright, Dark Rex can go for now. I think just to draw the right grade 3s, I'm going to put back 3. Okay, we didn't draw the break ride, but Tyranno Legend is a fine ride too. Alright, so I personally, again, Tachikaze mains can correct me. I always feel like riding and calling the starter to the side is optimal. I feel like it usually is because of that thing I told you about with, you know, retiring him after he's an attacker with the other grade 3. But, you know, that's just been kind of my experience. And also, like, sometimes you can use the Tyranno Legend to just, like, swing at a rear instead of swinging at the Vanguard to just, like, clean up the board if they left, like, any grade 3s up in the front row. So that kind of helps to, like, win the advantage wars, I guess. But yeah. So we're playing against Gold Paladin Liberators. So we haven't seen Liberators, I think, in a video in quite some time, so good to see that for now. Of course, you're watching this probably very close to the release of set 12, so this is of course prior to Garmor's release at the time of recording, so I don't even know what Garmor does. But yeah. Oh, there is our break ride, being damage checked, unfortunately, but we draw into a 10k vanilla, which is definitely quite nice. And our opponent's gonna search for a Blaster Blade Liberator, thus securing their grade 2 ride. So, pretty good. Alright, so let's see. If we can still draw Spinal Drive, that'll be good. Ooh, Iguanagorg is just as good. We can start resetting entire columns. That is good news to me. Unless, of course, Blaster Blade Liberator says something different about that. I think I don't want to push him too... I'm thinking, is it worth pushing now? I slightly risk Blaster Blade Liberator just like popping stuff, which he probably will. So I think in order for that to not happen, I should probably not push him too much here. I'm gonna choose to play a bit more safe and do more explosive plays later on. Alright, no triggers there. I mean, it would have hit past the trigger anyway. Okay, 12k attacker goes down. I just want to play it a bit safer this game, I guess. So, apologies. I will be safe. But let's see, because with most decks I've been playing these days, they usually play a super aggressive playstyle, and this kind of does too, but him searching that Blaster Blade kind of spooked me. Just a little bit. Okay, Escrat coming in, that's another play he can definitely do. But he needs a booster for that, so being on a 10k vanilla does, you know, it helps with that. Simply because he used his starter early, so we can kind of punish him for that. Oh! Okay. Okay, he's gonna swing here first, try to hit a trigger, he does not. Oh, if you hit a trigger into Josephus, that'd be really strong. He's just gonna push me to 2, having that great 2 in the back. Alright, never mind, not to 2, I will heal out of that and be just fine. Oh man. After this is my big recording session on the weekends. After this I can go and play the Sword and Shield DLC. Boy, have I been enjoying it. It's been so fun. Alright. Tirano Legendo! I like how he says it. He's a cool character, to be honest. I feel like people don't appreciate him enough. Alright, I don't have any reason to start doing multi-attack, so I want to keep the Baby Rex for a while. So I think I'm just gonna set up big columns. I think that's fine. Let's do it like this, I think. So we saw the Tanky Vanilla he has to attack into with his Tanky Vanilla, so we force that kind of trade here. And then here we can push him to 3. We also are still in heal range and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of heal range though. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. Alright, luckily we also still have ways to, you know, self-retire our stuff. Even if we have only like 1 or 2 damage, we can still use Iguanagorg and Baby Rex. But yeah, 0 to 3 is pretty good. Especially now that I'm not sitting on a break ride, I can just like wait for the limit break because, I mean, this limit break is really explosive. It's retire 3 in order to, you know, get power, crit, draw, and call a card. It's actually pretty good when you think about it. Alright, so he rides the break ride that calls cards. Blaster Blade Liberator coming through. Will he target the Baby Rex? He will! Okay, my man knows what he's playing against. Alright, alright. He read the effect of Baby Rex. This is not going to be as relaxed of a match as I would have liked, but that is fine too. That is fine too. Alright. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Let's see how this goes. Alright. Ooh, my man's healing too. Except his hand is way healthier than mine. And he has a board with 2 interceptors. And he's only on 2 damage. Things are getting a little bit risky. But anyway. Let's see what we can do here. Iguanagorg, you tempt me so. You do tempt me so. How should I do this? Is there any clean way to loop Iguanagorg here? I'm just thinking about that. Because I could technically, like, do double Iguanagorg here, and then swing with this, and then remake an Iguanagorg swing. No, it doesn't get power. What am I thinking? Huh. Do I just do this? Is there any way I could be doing other things? No, I feel like it's not worth it. So just do like this. Keep the Iguanagorg in the back. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's play a softer gameplay. I'm not gonna go as hard as I could potentially, but alright. We'll just swing. Not retire anything yet. I feel like it's a bit too early. I'm gonna just push him to 3 here, so he has to also play the sort of resource game. Okay, we whiff a heal. Literally, I think that's 3 heals gone already. Yes. Wow, there's a lot of different Greek 3s that I normally don't see that many of. Alright, he checks a draw. Damn, it's gonna be kind of like, playing a game of resources against Gold is always a losing battle. Because Gold's literally, they are the clan that just makes free advantage. It's literally just non-stop superior calling. I think it's even, I mean, it's technically more than Royals, for the most part. In terms of like the raw amount. Because this is Counterblast 1 to Gold 2, whereas most Royal effects, I think only Julia is Counterblast. No, it's Counterblast 2 to Gold 2, yeah. In terms of raw advantage, they make more advantage. So, playing the grind game against Gold is never gonna work. That's fine, my man wants to use S-Crad. I can't hate him for it. I cannot hate him for that at all. Alright, he's gonna use the skill. Please don't sack too hard. What does he find? It's a great 2 that can swing at my rear. Okay. Alright. So he's gonna want to pass into my Vanguard. Hitting nothing and nothing. Okay, good. Good enough. Good enough. At least I'm winning the damage race, I guess. At least there's that. Alright, we're starting to get really deprived of advantage. This game is not going the way I had intended for it to go. But it can still go places. We can still go places. Do I punish him for his cocky plays? And just swing rear? Just swing at both rears and just like let him give me more damage so I can do an explosive limit break play? I like the way that sounds. I feel like calling too much stuff right now is just gonna punish me, so I'm gonna pretend I play stands. And make him think that something terrible is coming, but in reality I'm just trading rears, nothing else. Alright, Iguanagor, goodbye. And a draw. It's good. Ooh, Spino Driver, you will be a useful attacker, so for now you're fine. For now you're fine. For now just sit there and wait. Just sit there and wait. What's the optimal field we can set up? So we'll have to attack with so we can probably do like this will be empty. So we can call Spino Driver here, and then Iguanagor hopefully with something else here. So we would swing Spino, then swing Column into face, swing Vanguard into face, popping this, this, and this. And then we can do double Iguanagor here to still swing face. But then I also have Baby Rex, so that could also be quite big. Alright, but we'll put the Baby Rex somewhere else probably. Did he just manually call that grade 1 PG? Does he have too many PGs? Can I have some of that? You wanna give me a piece? Ooh, okay, we got another attacker, that's good. I'm starting to doubt that double Iguanagor though. It's very, like, trigger reliant, which I don't like too much. But anyway, let's see where it can get us. Let's see where it can get us. Ooh, that is a different story now. That is a different story. Alright, right skip. Let's see here. So we can do rear into this, fan into this, take a PG out, and then we call Iguanagor and a Baby Rex to a column, I guess. Because then I'll probably pop all three and literally just make a column of Iguanagor Baby Rex and swing at either Van if I get triggers or at the rear. I like the way that looks. I like the way that looks. That allows me to Baby Rex next turn with this. But I think I need an interceptor, otherwise I'm kind of dead. So maybe I'm going to call this down now, call the other Spino Driver for later. Or I could just call it now too. And just make that double. Or just not use one of them. That also works for sure. Yeah, because I want to keep the intercept up. Because I only have 1 PG in hand, so I'm very close to dying here. So with that in mind, you know, not retiring anything, just swing here. Just swing. He whiffs a heal, that's good. Damn, normally I can tell stories while making these videos, but today it's full concentration. Quite the opposite of concentration. Alright, so ton. Eat those. I could just recall the Iguanagor. I might just do that. Alright, Baby Rex. Here. I'm gonna recall both Iguanagors actually, in hindsight. I have the Counterblast for it. I'm not struggling for Counterblast. He popped the defensive, so we're probably gonna just like swing it into the rear here. We'll just call both. This will be a PG check. He called one PG out. So he's probably quite... Like, he has a PG in hand, and he also has... Oh, okay, I got a PG in hand too. Alright, he has a PG in hand, he has a grade 3 in hand. That's like, for certain, we get 2 triggers, which means we are hitting Vanguard here. So we can push him to 5. I am out of heals, so I can actually push him to 5 and then just multi-attack my way to victory next turn with Iguanagorgs and Baby Rex. Unless he just like Blaster Blade, Liberators, everything I own, but he should be able to do that. He doesn't have the counterblast for that. And I think with 1 intercept and 2 PGs we should be safe. Whew, that was a turn, oh my god. Like, this deck is sweaty. You have to really use your brain. Alright, he's gonna be able to call 4 cards here, which is good for him. So he's seen 2 PGs go. He potentially has 2 in hand. Next turn, I think I can do 4 attacks though. Let me think about my next turn already. So next turn I can retire 3, right? So if he does set up double intercept, I will go swing with anything. Swing with anything. Wow, that's a lot of triggers going down. Swing into anything with like a empty column. With like a Baby Rex at the front. Yes, he's doing this, okay. So we're gonna swing with Baby Rex and a booster into this. And then we're gonna swing with this into another rear. call the Tyranno Legend, swing into Vanguard, take a PG out. And then we're gonna swing with this Vanguard, eat 3, and take an Iguana Gorg. Okay, he can do that actually to get 2 attacks now still. Wait, he plays stands, right? No, he plays crit. Okay, you can call here. Is it gonna be... It's a PG. So that's one less intercept for me to worry about. Well, but that's a heal, so that's gonna be something else to worry about, I guess. That's fine too, though. So he's gonna take out both of my PGs here, which is fine. Damn. That's fine, yeah. I mean, he's swinging for 18 here, but only 1 interceptor. He's on 4, though. Surprised he still had that 1 heal. Okay, Tyranno Legend will have to do his magic here, but we literally can do so much now. It's pretty intense. That's actually a keep too. Skip right face. See what I mean here is I can attack with this column, and then this would kill the Tyranno Legend, and I'd still get another attack in, then attack Vanguard, and then I can still sack this and remake an entire column, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I can do this. And, but no, I think I need to... How big would this be? It'd be 19. So it barely doesn't hit if it pops a defensive. But he's seen so many triggers, I think I'm fine. I'm getting low on time, I have to move. Move. Alright, so we do this. And then this would be Tyranno Legend. Am I misplaying? Shit, I think I misplayed. Crap, I think I misplayed. Sack this. Maybe I didn't. In a weird way, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Alright, use this quickly. Time is learning low. Alright, call this thing down. And then we can attack with the Vanguard and just like sack 3. Wow, it gets a defensive. Okay. That's still fine. Because I have a lot of attacks still. I don't think I have any triggers in deck. I have 1 trigger in deck. Oh my god. Alright, Iguana Gorg. Gonna be doing a lot of magic here. Do it for Puppy. Alright, call this here. There's a 16k column. 1 trigger will do it. Oh my god, the time, bro. The time. Make a 14k column here, so... We need triggers for like everything, man. That 1 heal is actually huge. That 1 heal for him is absolutely huge. I feel like I'm probably making some mistakes here. There, we check that trigger. Okay, good. This will hit the 21. And the PG. He will PG this one. But does he have another PG for the last attack? He does not. There's no PGs left, no heals left. We actually... Oh, we managed to win. Yo, I have not been this tight about a game in a long time. Yo, that was... Whew, that felt like an uphill battle. Oh my god. But good games. Good games. We are on a roll. I'm feeling good. Tachikaze feels good. Level 1 clan level, baby. Whew. God damn. Okay. Man, I hope my next game is not as tight as that one, because that one was tight. That one was a tight game. There was so much to think about. Like, see, that's what I like about this clan is like, there's so many little. It makes it different from Shadows in the sense that Shadows are mostly like a pretty linear form of like, retire these things, re-ride, swing. There's nothing like super complicated going on in the battle phase. Whereas Tachi is like, if I attack with this first, and then I retire this, and then I make another attack here, and then another attack here, and then I can retire this to recall this, and it's just like, bruh, there's so much going on. And like your counter loss management is very like, has to be super careful. Alright, playing as Mr. K, playing Novas. This might be Blau Ethics, but we'll see. We're going second. Alright, let's see where this goes. Okay, we once again do not open the Break Ride, but we could still draw into it. Nope, we just draw into another Tyranno Legend. Alright. Luckily the Break Ride doesn't really add too much to the deck. It's literally just like drawing and a crit. Ooh, it's Risers. I guess. I would assume it's Risers. Haven't seen Risers in a while. Like a really long time, actually, when I think about it. I think I haven't seen a proper Riser deck in actual forever. So, let's see where this goes. Alright. Queen of Heart. This could be one of those people that's like been saving for like Revengers and Link Joker and stuff for like their entire, like, you know, almost 1 year of playing this game. And so they just have like a deck from the beginning of since the game released, and they just like farm a little bit for the VP and stuff, just to get packs, and then they're just like saving, because I know some people, they have like 600 packs saved for like Revengers and stuff, and I was just like, wow, that's crazy. You know, saving that much is just insane. Oh, we actually have a Giga Rex? I haven't drawn into my Giga Rex in ever. It always gets checked or just stays in the deck. Okay, I mean, he can do some work. He's not an Ancient Dragon, but he can do some work. Another thing I wanted to talk about, since I'm already here, is there's one thing, which is that some people were saying that you can also play the, like, what's it called, Brachiocopter and like Brachio Castle, etc. That is definitely a choice you can do to play those grade 2s and 1s and 3s, because they call from deck, so you have to occupy all grade slots. But it is definitely a pretty cool way to do multi-attacks, and then now that my battery died, I can replace it while my opponent's turn goes on. And I'm also called into action here for this fight. This really looks like an old list, but don't underestimate old lists though, to be honest. Do not underestimate them. He can still blow me to shreds. My man has two cards in hand. One of them should be a grade 3, the other one might be a PG. If I'm being honest, that's what I expect. Now what I could do here is, this works on Vanguard Circle. So what I could do is, so that hits, right. So what I could do is ride that actually, and call the 10k vanilla. So, and then call like, I guess I don't have to call anything else. What I can do is, swing with the 10k vanilla into this, and swing with my Vanguard. Or I can ride the 10k vanilla, I guess, and like swing here. I don't really call it, I think. Yeah, hold on. What I'm thinking about is, I get to ride this, and then I call this. This attacks here, and then my Vanguard attacks here, and then I can call it Tyranno Legend to swing for 11 and hit. By retiring the Baby Rex, that is. That could work, that could work. Ooh, 2 Iguana Grogs are gone. That's actually slightly yikes. Just a little bit. Alright. But for now, seems fine. Seems fine. Okay, he's drawing from the starter. 3 cards in hand now. He didn't check any triggers either, which tells me he should have a grade 3 in hand. I'm really curious what this build is. Looks interesting. It might just be... but it doesn't look like ethics to me. It doesn't look like ethics. Yeah, we're gonna use the Baby Rex aggressively here, quite early. So I'm gonna call the 10k vanilla here, and then we're gonna swing Dut, and swing Dut, and then retire this, and then call an attack. We don't have to commit too much for that, so I'll just go boop, swing like that, and then swing like this, popping the Baby Rex, so that's good. Eat that alive. Goodbye, Dinosaur. And then use the Baby Rex effect to call the Tyranno Legend here. So it hits for exactly 11 in order to get over the Brutal Jack, and we can push a second damage in. So that's good. And then we have a draw on top of that. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, this looks good. He's probably going to give me Limit Break next turn. He has to call down at least 2 cards in order to actually, like, push harder. There's this one potential stand trigger in deck. Alright, I'm scared of, like... It's easy to play against meta decks because you know what's in them, but this, I'm like, this could be anything. Until he rides that grade 3, this list I'm playing against could be anything, and that's kind of scary. Like, I don't know how to prepare. I don't know if not calling a second intercept was the right play there, you know, like, that kind of stuff. So, let's find out. Alright. Okay, it is Risers, okay. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, is it just Risers? Is it just Risers? Hold on, I don't have a grade 3 in hand. I mean, I don't have a PG in hand, but he doesn't have any Riser Soul. That's also not a Riser. He has to call that. He's gonna push me to 5, basically. That's the takeaway here. Yo, I'm kind of scared. I don't have PGs in hand. And if he plays crits, I'm like mega dead. Oh my god, he plays crits and stands. This could be bad. This could actually be really bad. I'm slightly terrified. Slightly terrified. Alright, this is for 15. I'm gonna hit a draw into another grade 2. That's good, that's good. Oh, I'm kind of scared. Not gonna lie. Getting a little bit worried. Just a tiny tad. Please don't hit a crit. Okay. Yo! Don't kill! Oh! Mother of God. Alright, the heals that have been sleeping in my deck, please awake. Wake up, awaken my masters. Okay, PG, that's not what I wanted to awaken into my damage zone. Into my hand, yes. Damage zone, not so much. Whew, why am I stressing so much about this game? Oh my god. Like, the Chad set 2 risers are coming at me. It's not just Tsukiyomi. She's brought a friend. Tsukiyomi shows up at the bar. It's like, meet my little brother. Risers. Comes out of her coat. Oh my god. Alright, I think this is the play. We try to force with those crits and win. Alright. Bah. Thank you. Cold ID. Alright, I'm gonna set a double intercept here. Yeah. We have to retire Ancient Dragons, right? Oh no, we can retire 3 rear guards. Hey, that works, baby. Let me just put a bunch of grade 3s in here. Just put a bunch of grade 3s in here, and we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, in that case, I can call it Baby Rex. But I'm gonna do this. Or should I? I feel like I have to call Intercept, oh my god. But then it's not enough to kill him. Maybe I should do this, huh? Should I? I hate this. I actually hate this. No, you know what? But then I don't have enough rear guards to retire. Oh my god. No, you know what? It's fine. I'll risk it for a biscuit. This is risky, but pushing to 5... Like, I'm assuming he's playing old PGs. That's literally the only assumption I'm going off of, is that he's playing old PGs and this will just proc here. And he'll just stop here. Like, literally right here. Alright, baby girl. Show me the money. This, maybe? Can we call the Baby Rex here and just, like, put triggers on it? Kinda like that. Kinda like that. Don't draw a PG, please. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I am terrified. Please draw a PG. No. Why am I so terrified of risers? I don't know why. I literally cannot tell you why, but I am terrified. And I'm scared. And I think I'm dead. Oh my god. He has 2 cards in hand, and I think that's enough to get over. I think I should have played down double intercept. Man, what is going on? This game is so weird. It's so wild. I don't know why. I feel fear. I genuinely feel fear. I don't think I've ever felt fear playing this game. And right now I feel fear. This is crazy. I just went from like the most Giga Brain amazing game with touchies against the previous opponent, the Gold Paladin opponent, to now playing against this unfamiliar risers that I'm just like, what is this power? What are you doing to me? Oh man, not knowing what he's gonna throw at me is scary. Alright. Let's see. Okay, skipping right phase. Does he have anything in hand that could potentially punish me? I'm praying for a heal already. All he had to do was call a card. Not even use any riser effect, like, bruh. This thing is weird. This game is just weird. I don't have any words. And somehow I know I'm not gonna heal. Somehow in my mind I know I'm not gonna heal. Like, it's already like a foregone. Bruh, this actually feels so strange. I can't explain it. I genuinely cannot explain why I feel so weird in this game. And he checks a stand too. Oh my god. I don't know, I can't explain why. I just feel so weird this game. It's like I'm feeling possessed or some shit, man. And it's coming out close to Halloween too, so at least it's in season. Alright, perfect riser swings for lethal in October 25th, 20... I knew it! I somehow, I just knew it! That was so weird. I'm keeping that in there, because I've never felt so weird in a game. And to be honest, game 1 showed everything the deck does anyway, so this was literally DLC. Sadly, our win streak ends there. but that was really strange. Anyway, with that out the way, Ancient Dragons are very fun. The deck is cool. There's a lot of cool little combos you can do, as you saw in Game 1. And Game 1 really showed everything the deck can do. Game 2 was just spooky. Let's just put it as that and leave it as that. So yeah, on that note, that's gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna go play Crown Tundra DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield and, you know, just relax for the rest of this lovely Sunday evening. And yeah, hope you guys have a good week ahead. Link Joker is just around the corner, and that's gonna be probably nowhere near as scary as that random Riser opponent. But anyway, on that note, that's gonna be it for me today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.